I'm at the National Gallery of Canada, and it certainly is National Gallery of Canada because this particular exhibition has drawn so much character, creativity and beauty and knowledge to our capital city. And I'd like you to introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, it's been a great joy to get to talk with you for a moment, but I'm Nadia Jackinsky-Sethi, and I'm visiting from Ketchikan Bay region of Alaska, and I had the great pleasure of getting to be part of the curatorial team for the Qillaniq exhibit. And so I've got to work with 5 other curators on this project, and we got to invite artists from throughout the North to join us in creating this amazing exhibition, which highlights Indigenous joy and community and love. And here's one of our other curators walking by in the background, Lakaluk. But the space that we're in right now is an installation by an artist named Joel Isaac, who is a Dena'ina artist from Qillaniq, Alaska. And this is one of my favorite parts of the exhibit because it has this incredibly calm feeling to it. And it's called Honoring the Ordinary, and it's honoring our salmon populations in Alaska. And salmon are one of our most precious resources that we have in the North, and they've been feeding our communities for literally forever. And because salmon return to us every year, and they fill our freezers and fill our bellies, and families get to go to fish camp and harvest huge numbers of fish because we live very much by the tides and by the seasons, but it's salmon season right now in Alaska. So Joel, I know, is out harvesting fish right now because he was sending us photos of salmon camp. So this work, you can smell in here, it's got a nice smoky smell to it. We're standing underneath all of these panels, which each represent one day in the month of, is it July?
July.
Yeah, July 2013. And Joel has taken data from the Kenai River, where Fish and Game records how many fish are escaping in the river on every day. So each notch that he has embroidered on these panels represents a single salmon who is escaping down the river. And as I was explaining to you earlier, our river ecosystems are really changing right now because of climate change, and so many of our rivers are heating up. And those salmon that are so precious to us cannot survive these changing water climates. So as the water's warm, our salmon can't survive, and they just they're not coming back to us in the same numbers that they used to. And so this part of the exhibition, you get a moment to sit and think about the preciousness of this one species that has really been an important part of our lives and how it's changing, or at least I hope visitors will get that sense when they're in here. So, yeah.
Yes, and salmon also depicted within this exhibition.
Yeah, salmon are an important species also throughout the Sami cultures. So you'll see references to salmon kind of swimming throughout different parts of this exhibition space. We have a section of the exhibit that has hanging salmon skin lanterns. That's very beautiful. And where else are salmon showing up? But well, behind us there's some more pieces by Joel that are connected to this exhibition section. But yeah, our species and our salmon are changing everywhere in the North, and you'll get a sense of that when you come to visit here.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you joined us for this exhibition, and can't wait for everyone to come here and see it.
Yes.
So, yeah. And our exhibit catalog is beautiful too for those who are not perhaps able to make it in person. We have this great resource so that our communities at home can see what the exhibit's like with the publication too, which I'm really excited about. And it has salmon skin on the cover, as you'll see. So you get you get that sense of salmon's preciousness there too. So Joel has left a data notebook inside the exhibition space. So it's really wonderful if you have some time to take a look at what it is, because you'll see that Joel's been very diligent in recording the data. So this guidebook will tell you about the escapement of salmon on each day in July 2013. And he references the tides, and he references how much time it took to sew each one of the panels. So you'll get a sense of time, and you'll get a sense of the number of salmon that are swimming through our rivers when you're reading this. So it's just a way to go deeper into the artwork by taking a look at the data notebook that he shared here. This exhibition, I think, really highlights the interconnectedness of all of us in the North, where we feel like a very big family across the entire North. We have the same species. We deal with a lot of the same issues in our communities. So there's a great sense of solidarity that I hope that is expressed in this exhibit, as well as really a sense of joy and a sense of community. I think that is apparent in many of these rooms. So when people are coming through this space, I hope that they also feel like a sense of happiness and joy and laughter. And some of the works in this exhibition are pretty funny. There's a giant moon that is eating. That's one of the last things that you'll see when you're visiting here. So I hope that when you exit the exhibit, you do so with some smiles on your face, and think about that joy. There's also one of the feelings that kind of weaves its way through this exhibit is the idea of our world being a sentient place that feels and that is alive alongside us humans. So I think you get a sense of that when you're walking through this space, a feeling that everything has a spirit, everything has a feeling and is alive, and just remembering that it's important that we consider our natural world as being in relation to us, and we are part of it, and it is part of us. And if we could all have a respect for our place in the world and think about the personhood that exists in all of in everything, I think that's a feeling and an emotion that will help us all live better. So
yes. So speaking about the Arctic, with languages, do they go across, or can you understand each other basically? Is there a basic?
In parts of the Arctic, yes. Like people in the northern part of Alaska, all the way over to Greenland, they can understand each other in the same, there's different dialects, but they can understand each other. So northern Alaska, the Inuktitut people, and in parts of Canada and in Greenland, they can understand each other. That's amazing. Sapmi language is quite different than in Alaska or in Canada. So we have many different languages throughout the North, but there are some similarities. If you come back during our opening, one of our curators, Lakaluk, will be giving a performance about the word for land in each one of our languages. So you'll get a chance to hear the word for land in each one of our languages. And it's a little bit different. So
yes.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak a little bit about the shimmering?
Yeah, so when we were developing this exhibition concept, we were together in Iqaluit. We got to spend a week as a curatorial team brainstorming and eating meals together and walking together outside and just spending time together. And we were visiting about what are some of the things that are very similar across all of our areas that we live in the Arctic. And there was the Northern Lights happening when we were there, and we were right outside we were staying in a hotel that was overlooking the water, and there was ice out still, and it was, when the moon came out, it reflected on the water, and this sense of like shimmering light. The light in the North is very special, and it has this vibrancy to it, and it does have this shimmer, and we see this in all of our communities. So it's that like liveliness and energeticness that you feel, and it's something we all felt from our own homelands, and we thought that this would be a great concept to have as our title. So I was mentioning earlier, when you come in this space, I feel like it's vibrating with energy, and it's something that the sun has that vibration and that shimmeriness, and it does show up in many places. When you come first into the exhibition space, you see that giant mask. Maybe you'll notice there's a shimmering light that's reflecting on it. And that shimmeriness, maybe it's kind of peppered throughout this exhibit too. So maybe you can see it in a few spots when you're walking through the exhibition space. But yeah, shimmering is something we have in the North, and it's that energy,
Life,
yeah, possibilities,
beauty.
yeah. All of that is there. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I think it's to do with the ocean.
Yeah.
And all the pollution in the ocean. And Mother Earth taking the pollution. Is that what it is?
Look at the title. Read the title.
It's on my three.
Isn't that poignant?